Good morning. Welcome to Mantra 108, where we're working our way through a beautiful relationship mantra. And this mantra is a mantra for healing relationships from a very transcendent level, not from the level of this embodiment, good morning 𝐀𝐮𝐦, but from a connection that precedes and transcends any embodiment. So we're working with this mantra on a very high level, and it can help us to heal and bring new perspective to these challenging relationships that we may find ourselves in. The other thing I want to remind us of is that when we chant Sanskrit, this Sanskrit mantra, good morning Sylvie, when we chant this mantra, we are chanting not just the words, not just the vibration, but the form of the mantra. This is true of any Sanskrit. And so, as we chant this mantra, we begin to experience the healing and perhaps a change in our perception. Good morning, Pierce. Because we're embodying, as we chant the mantra, we're embodying the pure essence of these sound vibrations, the pure essence of these very powerful words that have been written many years ago in Sanskrit. So we've also been working our way through some of the ideas of the yamas and niyamas, the ethical practices of yoga. We talked about ahimsa, doing no harm. We talked about asteya, non-stealing. We talked about bīja, self-study, learning about ourselves and what we can bring to a relationship. Good morning, Cindy. And how we can get out of our ego mind, a change indeed, out of our ego mind and more into the place of being a witness to what we're experiencing. Today we're going to talk about tapas. Tapas means self-discipline, fiery self-discipline. And the fire of tapas can clear things out and make ready for change. So you know that farmers who carefully tend their crops, carefully tend their fields, from time to time do a controlled burn. So they watch for the right weather conditions, the right wind conditions, and then they set fire to their whole crop and burn it until there is nothing left. And it seems like just fiery devastation. But actually, in a few weeks, you begin to notice little green sprouts coming up from what appears to be complete devastation. And so this is like the fire of tapas. We can use our fiery discipline of our practices to burn all of this old stuff away so that we prepare ourselves, we prepare the field of our consciousness, the field of who we are for new growth. So again, I want to read to you a little from our sweet book that we're moving through. So Deborah says, Tapas literally means heat. It can be translated as catharsis, austerities, self-discipline, spiritual effort, change, tolerance, or transformation. Tapas has the sense of cooking ourselves in the fire of discipline to transform ourselves into something else. It is our determined effort to become someone of character and strength. Much like cooking an egg denatures the egg, changing it into a different structure, tapas eventually changes our nature, turning us into a cauldron that can withstand any of life's challenges. Tapas is the day-to-day choice to burn non-supportive habits of the body and the mind, choosing to forsake momentary pleasures for future rewards. Whether we practice tapas by showing up at our yoga mat for a regular posture practice, and I'm going to insert showing up for our daily mantra practice, even though we might want to sleep in, even though this might be, we've slept in a little, so it's dog walking lateness. I mean, there are all kinds of things that might get in our way, but the practice really is to show up and do the practice. That's the tapas. Or through constant acts of selfless service, we offer ourselves to the next higher version of us. We willingly stand the heat so that we might produce luscious bounty in our lives. So I want to interject something else here, because I believe it's not that we are trying to transform ourselves into something we are not. We're just trying to use the tapas, the discipline of our practices, our spiritual practices, and our practices of making changes in our behaviors. We're using that tapas not to create a new version of ourselves, but to get to the real self, which is, of course, divine consciousness. We are an expression of divine consciousness. I will keep reminding and reminding and reminding us of that, because that is the truth of our being. And so you may have heard the story about polishing the mirror, or the expression, polishing the mirror. And that's really what we're doing with tapas, I think. If we look into a mirror, and that mirror is dirty, that mirror is foggy, that mirror is so cloudy that we're unable to really see our reflection in it. Our job, our tapas, is to polish that mirror, to clean it and polish it. We're polishing it and getting rid of all of the extraneous stuff. We're getting rid of the mind chatter. We're getting rid of the ego choices that we make. We're getting rid of all of that so that we can see our true reflection, which is that of divine consciousness. And then, what about tapas in this time of COVID that we're living through? So there's a bumper sticker which states, "A crisis is a terrible thing to waste." We can chuckle all we want, but there's great truth to this statement. Tapas can take us to the place where all of our resources are used up, where there is nothing left but weakness, where all of our so-called props have been taken away. It is in this barren place where we have exhausted all that we have and all that we are, that new strength is shaped and character is born if we choose to fearlessly open ourselves to the experience. It is perhaps the greatest gift life could offer us. During these times, we have two choices: to break down or to break open. So, tapas, this fiery discipline of the practices that we're affording ourselves during this time, the habits that we're changing, the different ways that we're looking at our lives, and how we might proceed after this whole crisis is behind us. Who knows when that will be? So we really are in the middle of this catharsis. We're in the middle of this requirement, I believe, for tapas in our lives. This self-discipline that brings us to our practice so that we can polish that mirror and see the truth of who we are, and then live from that truth. So with that, we'll begin our practice. Close your eyes. Tune into the rhythm of your breath. Soften your skin. Soften your muscles. And I invite you to put an image of a candle, a burning candle, right in your heart, right in the center of that heart space. And as we move through our practice, let's envision that candle, the flame of that candle, burning brighter and brighter and brighter. Like a pilot on a stove, this candle can be the pilot that can ignite the tapas, the desire for coming, for showing up to our self-discipline. Take a nice full inhale to begin. Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. 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 Aum Śrīm Mitraya 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 Namaḥ. Aum Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. 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 Auṁ Auṁ Śrīm Mitrāya Namaḥ. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That brings us to the end of our practice today. I invite you to keep that flame of tapas burning in your heart so that we don't waste this crisis. We can use this time of being isolated, this time of looking at our lives from a very different perspective. Use this time to create disciplines for ourselves, to polish that mirror so that we can see who we really are, see our true reflection in the mirror. We are divine consciousness. Thank you for being with me. This is day number 10. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 11. Have a wonderful day, everybody.